afternoon. I am Anamika Das and you are watching CityCast. Residents of Peenya Industrial suffer due to exposure of toxic emissions from the industries in the area. Our reporter Paridhi Jain tells us more.
Residents of areas like Shivapura and Chokahali are bearing the impact of industrial pollution from Peenya. Villages around Bearmangla Reservoir have been suffering from health issues like cancer. As per a recent paper by ATRI, this water contains at least 60 to 80% heavy metals like lead and chromium. Heavy metals have been classified as carcinogenic according to International Agency for Research on Cancer.
Water infection indane avನಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗಡ್ಡೆ ಬಂತು ಗಡ್ಡೆ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದರ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಅಂತ.
KSPCB 2020 action plan classifies 334 red category industries like the dyeing industry and lead smelting. Industries are required to treat toxic effluents individually in the EETPs, but small-scale industries are unable to do it because they're expensive.
10 years we are trying to inform or pressurize government, sending a representation for providing a CETP, that is Common Effluent Treatment Plant. For that actually many governments have come and gone. Actually they are telling this something.
Under the CETP financial assistance scheme, government bears 50% of the capital cost of setting up a CETP. According to experts, this will only happen if we develop a market for wastewater treatment and produce guidelines for circular economy.
Be a law and a proper enforcement, which could definitely lead to reduction in pollution. Recycling and reuse, but then the cost of production will go high, so somebody has to bear that cost, and definitely it is the industries who should be bearing this.
Some mechanism has to be taken to test the water quality of the streams, especially the heavy metal load pollution that is happening. Paridhi Jain, CityCast, Bangalore.
While one part of the city battles pollution, we also find Bangalore stands second in the number or area green certified buildings in the office sector. Our reporter Saurav Kumar brings more to it.
Bengaluru accounts for 24% of all environment-friendly office spaces across the country. A report from real estate research firm CBRE shows the majority of green projects in the city are undertaken by the office sector. Green buildings use environment-friendly materials, have more cross-ventilation to reduce energy use and improve the indoor air quality.
When you're talking about a green building, you're talking about factors such as the architectural features of that particular building. So that is a design parameter. You're talking about construction management. You're talking about energy optimization. You're talking about water management.
According to the World Economic Forum, buildings account for nearly 40% of the greenhouse emissions. Having a certification helps owners by increasing the value of their property. Rent from these properties is also 6 to 16% higher than non-certified ones, though the builders say the residential sector is yet to see the adoption of green technology on a larger scale.
We have these heat islands formed. So the green building concept, it has become a trend now, where we are trying to save nature and then have more life space in the city.
Though construction costs are around 5% higher than the conventional structures, these costs can be recovered within 3 to 4 years. This cost also depends on how much green technology is integrated in the structure.
Commercial companies only will be requiring more demanding. See, there's a lot of power consumption.
Experts believe there is also a need to strategically assign no development zones in addition to promoting the concept of green buildings. This is Saurav Kumar reporting for CityCast Bangalore.
Moving on, we look at the increase in crimes against senior citizens. Our reporter Ridhim Sharma, what are the factors makes the group vulnerable?
Karnataka witnessed 70% increase in crimes against senior citizens in 2021 as compared to 2020. The state reported over 1,400 crimes, whereas Bangalore itself reported over 200 crimes. NGOs working for senior citizens said the elderly are subjected to multiple abuses, mostly by their family members. Most crimes involve physical and verbal abuse with non-payment of maintenance to elderly by their children. The elder helplines receive 300 calls per day on an average.
Order was passed stating that you should give 15,000 rupees plus 2,600 for the medical expenses. The order was passed on the 6th of September, but till today I have not received it.
Police believe that the main reasons behind such crimes are property and land disputes and living alone. In addition to this, elderly people hire house help without background checks, leading to crimes.
Crimes are easily conned by people. It could be a cyber crime, it could be some property related issue, property related disputes, and then cheating by certain real estate people. It could be housebreaking, and then murders for gain, hurt for gain.
Since the elderly are scared to lodge complaints, they do not report the abuse.
And police used to have some special beat in the nights, going there at periodical intervals and signing the registers or blowing the whistles. That's how creating some sort of maybe sense of courage.
As crimes increase, police needs to be more vigilant, as well as elderly should be made more aware about such crimes in order to prevent them. Rhythm Sharma reporting for CityCast, Bengaluru.
Right after the break, we will look into the increased number of licenseless drivers. Welcome back, you are watching CityCast. The city sees in an increasing number of drivers without license, and we find that these drivers contribute to an increase in accidents. Our reporter Isha Singh tells us more.
Bengaluru traffic police data shows an increase in the number of licenseless drivers this year by 120%. Karnataka state police data shows that in 2020, 10.75% accidents were caused by without licensed drivers. Ministry of Road Transport and Highways data shows in 2020, road accidents involving drivers without license was 9.5% of the total accidents.
Many people, just I have seen them without driving license, they shouldn't give the vehicle to their children. 20% of them should be, they'll be underage. They did not go to RTO also. They can take in online interview also. It's so much of easy nowadays. They are being warned. We go to all schools and colleges, we teach them. Every week we have not less than 4 to 5 classes in each zone.
Driving without a valid license is punishable with imprisonment for a term of 3 months or with a fine of ₹1,000 and ₹5,000. According to experts, many of the youngsters nowadays take their parents' vehicle and drive without license as they think why license is required when I know how to drive.
More to the drivers, even though they are aged, maybe 25, 30, they are eligible for a license, but without license they are driving. The reason because they are not procured. So many people, they think, I know driving, why should I have license? So in such a case, accident will not happen accidentally, it will happen purposefully.
It's been seen that the number of licenseless drivers is rising rapidly year by year. Isha Singh, CityCast, Bengaluru.
Pedestrians finds walking on footpath a challenge. Our reporter Astha Khare finds footpaths are used for parking.
Pedestrians in Bangalore are complaining that footpaths are increasingly being used to park vehicles in commercial areas.
Recently, before 1 week back, I was walking on the footpath, very nearby place. So at that time, one of the biker had came and hit me from the back.
Halsuru Traffic Police Station registered 985 cases, Indranagar 894 cases and Kormangla 993 cases from January to March 2022.
They say that the buildings complexes don't have designated parking places, and when we did some further investigation, we found out that the parking places in the building is being used for goods storage.
According to Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagra Palike, BBMP, it is mandatory for every complex to have a parking lot.
They use their parking for storage of goods, which is not correct. So people don't have spaces to park their vehicles. That's why they park their vehicles on footpath.
Footpath encroachment by the vehicles on footpath pose high risk to pedestrians. Astha Khare, CityCast, Bangalore.
Increase in usage of mobile phones cause accidents in the city. Our reporter Anamika brings you more. Data by Bangalore Traffic Police shows a monthly increase of 11% in accidents due to usage of mobile phones while driving.
गाड़ी लेके जा रहा था फ़ोन पे बात करते करते, तो अचानक से मुझे पुलिस ने पकड़ा। क्या कर रहा है फ़ोन पे? हम बोले बात कर रहे थे। मुझे पकड़ने से चालान काटता है, ये क्राइम है। एक पर्ची दिया और बोले कि 2000 रुपये दो।
According to the traffic police, people should not use mobile phones while driving as it diverts their concentration, which can also
awareness ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ SREs ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸ್ಕೂಲು, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗಳು, ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಗಳು, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟೋ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ.
Under Section 177 of Motor Vehicle Act 1988, usage of cell phones or even using handheld mobile phones while driving is an offence.
Expecting everything the police will catch, it is not correct also. Because it is the driver one should understand.
Failure to concentrate fully on the road can lead to serious injuries and even death of one or a couple of people. In order to improve the safety of our roads, each of us must play a role towards this goal. Anamika Das for CityCast, Bangalore. The Karnataka Milk Federation has increased the cost of milk and curd starting today. Meanwhile, our reporter Ishan Rathi looks at the impact and increase in the price of ghee.
The recent hike in ghee prices led to an increase in the prices of sweets. Sweet shop owners are having a tough time in maintaining their accounts.
दाम भी ज़्यादा नहीं बढ़ा सकते और प्रॉफिट भी नहीं बढ़ा सकते और जो दूसरा हम मटेरियल लाते हैं उनका तो बस आज अलग भाव है, कल दूसरा अलग भाव है, उनको देना ही पड़ता है.
Karnataka Milk Federation recently increased the prices of ghee by 40%. Small bakeries and eateries find it challenging to keep the prices of ghee-based products like ghee roast, Ubattu, Kalakand, Mysore Pak and Malpuri at a reasonable level.
Suddenly we raise the amount, the customers won't come. They'll see the cost less, quality should good. So another like some days or some months we won't change.
Experts think the cost can be reduced if KMF reduces maintenance charges.
They are giving less price for farmers and their maintenance charges are very high.
Experts believe that as inflation will go down, the prices of milk will also reduce. But as of now, consumers need to pay additional expenses for milk. Ishan Rathi, CityCast, Bangalore.
Visit us on www.citycast.co.in. This is Anamika signing off.